Welcome back to Travel Vet. As we step into 2025, understanding airline carry-on rules is more important than ever. Knowing what you can and cannot bring on board can make your journey smoother and prevent those frustrating rejections at the gate. Today we will cover power bank restrictions, updates on smart luggage, liquid rules in the UK and EU, budget airline carry-on fees, Air Canada's new baggage policy, an unexpected list of banned items, and why the 100 milliliter liquid rule is still in effect. Let's get started. First on our list is one of the most commonly carried items, power banks. While they're essential for keeping your devices charged during travel, there are strict guidelines around them. In 2025, passengers are limited to bringing power banks with a maximum capacity of 100 watt-hours in your carry-on luggage. You can typically find this information labeled on the power bank itself. Any power banks exceeding this limit must be transported as checked luggage, and many airlines won't allow them at all. Additionally, it's important to ensure that power banks are used safely. Airlines recommend that you keep them in your carry-on, as check-in luggage presents a higher risk of battery-related incidents. If you're unsure about your device, don't hesitate to check with your airline before your trip. Next up, let's talk about smart luggage. Smart luggage includes bags that come with built-in batteries for charging devices, GPS tracking, and even digital locks. However, traveling with this high-tech gear will come with restrictions in 2025. In the UK and EU, the rules state that smart luggage with removable batteries is acceptable, provided passengers detach the battery before checking the luggage or when bringing it on board. Luggage with non-removable batteries might be banned altogether. Always check with your airline before packing. Also note, if you plan to use smart luggage with built-in features, ensure that they comply with regulations, as the absence of a removable battery could lead to rejected carry-ons at security. Moving on to an area that often trips up travelers' liquids. As of 2025, the UK and EU have maintained similar liquid restrictions, which can leave many scratching their heads. The 100 milliliter liquid rule still stands firmly, meaning that any liquids, gels, or aerosols in your carry-on must be in containers of 100 milliliters or less. But there's good news. Recent technological advances have led to pilot programs at select airports where passengers can bring larger quantities of liquids through security, provided they pass through advanced scanning technology. However, this is not widespread yet, and you should check to ensure these services are available at your departure airport. Remember, all your liquid containers must fit comfortably into a single clear, resealable plastic bag with a maximum capacity of 1 liter. This makes it easier for security personnel to inspect items quickly. In addition to the typical items, remember that baby formula, medications, and dietary liquids can exceed this limit but must be declared to security personnel. Now, let's address budget airlines and their carry-on policies. Many low-cost carriers have been in the news for charging high fees for cabin baggage. In 2025, expect these fees to remain prevalent among airlines like Ryanair, EasyJet, and others. For most budget carriers, a basic fare may only include a small personal item, such as a handbag or laptop case. Passengers wishing to bring a larger cabin bag will typically need to pay an additional fee, which can range from £10 to £50 depending on the airline and how close to your flight you're booking. Be sure to read the baggage policy carefully when booking, as many airlines have specific dimensions for carry-on bags. Double-check the measurements to avoid any surprises at the gate. Next, let's focus on Air Canada and their new baggage policy. In an effort to stay competitive and enhance customer satisfaction, Air Canada has implemented some changes to their carry-on and checked baggage allowances for 2025. Passengers are still allowed one standard carry-on bag with a maximum weight of 10 kilograms or 22 pounds, and it must fit within specified dimensions of 55 by 40 by 23 centimeters or 21.5 by 15.5 by 9 inches. Additionally, a personal item is permitted, like a small backpack, purse, or laptop bag. Air Canada also encourages eco-friendly travel by offering reduced fees for travelers who opt for digital ticketing or mobile boarding passes. Always refer to the latest updates on their website before planning your trip to make informed packing decisions. In 2025, travelers may find some unexpected items on the banned list in their carry-on luggage. While we all know items like sharp objects and flammable liquids are prohibited, some lesser-known restrictions include hoverboards and self-balancing scooters, certain types of batteries, especially lithium batteries that exceed limitations, and any item that might be considered a weapon, such as tools over a specified length. These items can differ depending on the airline and destination, so it's essential to check the rules when flying internationally. If in doubt, it's best to pack these items in your checked luggage or leave them at home. Finally, let's address the infamous 100 milliliter liquid rule and why it persists in air travel safety. This regulation was implemented as a response to thwart potential threats involving liquid explosives. The technology needed to effectively screen larger liquid containers is still being developed and isn't widely available at all airports yet. As a result, the 100 milliliter rule has remained intact as a safety measure to protect passengers. Although many would love to see this restriction lifted or expanded, security authorities maintain it for the time being as they work toward more advanced scanning technology. In summary, travelers can expect to deal with liquid restrictions for the foreseeable future, and understanding these regulations is key to a hassle-free journey. That wraps up our comprehensive guide on airline carry-on rules for 2025. By staying informed about power bank restrictions, smart luggage policies, updated liquid rules, and airline-specific baggage regulations, you'll ensure a smoother travel experience. Remember, avoiding carry-on rejections is about preparation and knowledge. Check before you pack. If you found this information valuable, give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more travel insights, and share your carry-on tips in the comments below. Safe travels, and see you on our next adventure.